Why you dey buy fake product, yeah? Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. The SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SON.
When was the last time you purchased a product found to be substandard or defective and you made efforts to get a replacement, refund, or even have it repaired? If you did any of these, what informed your decision? If you simply resigned to your fate, what was responsible for your action? While you're wondering on what to do, did you know that some consumers have made up their minds to always insist on getting value for their money and have vowed to seek redress through the relevant agency when they are denied value for their money spent? Hello and welcome to the world of product safety and quality, powered by government's most responsive agency, Standards Organization of Nigeria, brought to you on this station on Mondays. Ifeyiwa Okonkwo is my name and you are watching Standard and You. Do not go anywhere. I'll be back shortly.
I want a situation where in the future, when you see a son person, either in your market or in your shop or on the street, you bring him close to you and say, welcome, come, Bia, let's talk. Because it's your brother, it's your friend. But I cannot be your brother if you don't know I'm interested in protecting you. Like they say, when you were a son, with Rando.
Welcome to the world of standard and quality, where we offer you information on product safety and quality. The program is Standard and You.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
A warm welcome to the program and Ramadan Kareem to our Muslim brothers and sisters. Please accept the best wishes of management and staff of the SON. It's common practice to find some consumers of goods simply resign to fate when they purchase a product found to be substandard, fake, or defective. While some have lost confidence on regulatory agencies tasked with consumers' protection, others can't be bothered or do not even know where to seek redress. While most consumers are groaning in self-denial, some brave consumers are rising to the challenge by taking advantage of the Standards Organization of Nigeria to fight for their rights.
With an estimated population of over 200 million, Nigeria is by far Africa's largest economy. Economic experts say more than 85% of domestic goods in the country are imported from other parts of the world, especially from Asian countries like China and Taiwan. It has been established by the Standards Organization of Nigeria over the years that the bulk of these products are either substandard or fake, a development that places a huge burden on the agency tasked with the responsibility of enforcing standards in Nigeria. The prevalence of these bad or not too good products has put the innocent consumer in a precarious situation, one that leaves him or her with the painful option of either getting value for his money by seeking redress or simply accept his fate.
What can we do?
Did you go back to the seller?
Even if you go back to the seller will still try to be giving you one cock and bull story about it.
When I'm trying to build my house, I find out that the iron I used was fake. So I went and I complained. But what they tell me that what they give to me is original, but I find out it's not original.
I bought a phone like that, but when I reached out, I discovered that it's fake. It was not working very well as I expected. The next time I went to the people could not answer me. They refused to talk to me, so I have to leave it for God.
I bought something day before yesterday. Discovered that it's not something to write home about when I reached home. I had to throw it away. All I know is that I never patronize this type of people again. That's all.
I bought a milk. The milk is supposed to be white. When I open it, the powder milk turn yellow. I tell my kids to throw it away.
I bought this sound system at Alaba, and when I got home, it wasn't worth it at all. But little did I know that the people that sold it for me, we are not the owners of the shop, because it's all those hustlers. And I didn't buy from the owner of the shop, so all effort to get them arrested failed.
It's the expectation of every consumer to derive satisfaction from any product purchased. He or she is naturally unhappy when denied value for money spent. Ngozi Okechukwu is one of many brave consumers who has taken her case to the Standards Organization of Nigeria. She bought a brand new phone only for it to develop issues few months after.
I bought a new phone, and within 3 months, the phone was not up to 6 months, and I noticed it was giving me some kind of problems that I will be on phone, my phone will just go off net. Nobody can reach me and my phone will be available. So I went back to the shop where I got the phone. So they said there's nothing they can do, that is a software issue. On complaining and saying, how can I spend this 100 plus to get a phone and it's not giving me what I wanted. I don't know how SON was able to do it. The next week I was called upon to pick a new phone from the office. That was how I got a brand new phone back. At the end of the day, I didn't spend a dime and I got a new phone. So I was so happy and I was excited at that. I never knew that we have something like this in Nigeria.
Samson Ifedigbo is an importer of kangaroo stapler and other products. His brand was faked by an unscrupulous importer. He reported the case to the SON and immediately the agency swung into action and sealed the warehouse of the unpatriotic and greedy importer and evacuated this container load of the fake stapler.
When we received the complaint, we were taken to the area, the people who are faking it. We actually saw the warehouse and we locked it. We sealed the warehouse for them to come to the office. Let's do our due diligence to know the truth of the matter. Instead, the people went and threw the window behind, cut the window, and offloaded from one of the warehouse. So when we got the information from our intelligent people, we quickly ran down there and evacuated the other one in the other warehouse to this. This is what you are seeing here. We are taking it up with all strength to ensure we bring justice to bear.
I thank the SON. They have started their work because they have made some arrests by the tip-off they got. I'm very, very impressed because at times, you know, the notion some people has is that when they report this kind of matter, it will be frustrated by some element within the system. The team we met and that are working presently are very serious over this issue. And we intend to help them, to give them information where they can track these dealers.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria has a robust and responsive customer feedback and collaboration unit that handles complaints from not just consumers, but genuine importers and manufacturers of goods.
Now, when we receive complaints from the customer feedback and collaboration desk, we need to confirm, we need to validate that this complaint is true and is actually what transpired. So we want to ask you for the evidence of purchase. And once we're able to see that, we want to see the product in question. And where we need to test, we take the product for test in our laboratory. Based on the outcome of the test, we call for a meeting, a consumer complaint resolution meeting. If the product has failed to meet the requirements of the standard, we expect that the consumer's right to refund, replacement, or repair comes to place. Now, the repair comes into place when you notice that the product is conforming to standard, but in this particular case, maybe it was not used the right way it's supposed to be used, and the consumer was not made aware. So that means that, oh, because he was not aware of how to use this, we may need to repair this particular product for the consumer. Now, the option of replacement comes in when the consumer, when it is outright that this product cannot fulfill the requirements of that consumer. Maybe because the customer the seller did not make the consumer aware, for instance, that this is what and what this product can do, and he purchased it believing on what you have said, and it did not fulfill his requirement, and that product is a non-conforming product, and you want to replace it for the customer. Now, where the customer says, I don't even have confidence in your product anymore, I want a refund because you have given me this product the first time and you have done a replacement the second time and I'm still having the same problem, then you have the option of a refund.
According to Mosumola Samuel, Head Consumer Feedback and Collaboration Unit of the SON, the whole idea is to protect consumers from fake and substandard products and help local manufacturers grow to create wealth and job opportunities. She told Standard & You that the agency places high premium on consumer satisfaction and remains committed to quality assurance and product safety. Hence, the continued development of its quality infrastructure to boost its capacity to establish the quality of goods imported into the country.
If there is need for a product recall in the market, we recall that product. We ensure that we work with the manufacturer to recall that product so that Nigerians don't suffer. Nigerians get value for their money. So these are all the mechanisms that we have put in place to ensure that we protect consumers, and we, of course, ensure continual improvement of our services.
Through television programs like Standard & You and other radio programs, as well as the various social media platforms, SON receives tremendous feedback from consumers and importers of goods and ensures that consumer complaints are resolved in the best interest of all parties concerned.
And sometimes if the products are life endangering, definitely we track the source of those products and we prosecute and seize those products and destroy them with a court order. We take care of things depending on the level of the complaint by the customer. Sometimes the customer just wants us to arbitrate to make sure they get a better product or they get the money back. And sometimes the products cannot be fixed, so we have to seize them and then go to court and make sure the individuals don't do it again.
Now you know where to go whenever you are denied value for your money spent on a product. Government, through the SON, is more than ever committed to consumer protection. Always insist on a receipt of purchase as evidence of transaction. Remember, anytime you let go by not reporting a bad product, you are endangering your own life and putting more people at risk. Help the SON remove bad products from the shelves by providing us with relevant information we need to send importers of bad products out of their wicked and illegal business. Moving on into some cheering news. Nigeria's quality infrastructure received a boost during the week as the Standards Organization of Nigeria unveiled 3 new accredited laboratories in Lagos. This is coming with a lot of benefits for Nigerians, especially for local producers of goods in the country. Alimoto Sifo tells us more.
That was the unveiling of the Certificate of Accreditation of 3 SON laboratories to international standards. They are the Electrical Cable, Paint and Micronutrient Laboratories. These laboratories have gone through proper scrutiny and passed all the parameters set for accreditation in line with global standards. According to the Director General, the accreditation of these laboratories is a milestone achieved through hard work and dedication of management and staff of the agency.
The lab is up to standard and the contents of the lab can be accepted everywhere in the world. So we are celebrating the ability to achieve that. There are certain things that have to be achieved. Temperature of the lab, the location of the lab, the equipment in the lab, the specifications have to be met. And then the employees have to be qualified
properly qualified to be accepted as certifiers of products. So it takes a lot of multifaceted approach in the lab for the approval to happen.
The accreditation is not only beneficial to Nigeria's industrial growth, but puts the nation at a vantage position in the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement.
It's a big deal for us, even though I said it's a step for us, but it's a big deal, especially in our country, the current situation where we have African free trade, we have foreign invasion of goods. It is really, really important that our locally manufactured goods are not only certified, but they are shown and proved to be up to standard. That way, the gentleman mentioning the pained rejection by the industry in Nigeria will be a thing of the past.
What this means is that the result of any product tested at any of the SON's accredited laboratories would be accepted globally, as explained by SON's Director Laboratory Services, Mojisola Kende.
We are not only testing, correctly for a while, consistently. And since a certificate is revalidated, we have to sustain this because surveillance will be carried out on us. So accreditation is just a public declaration that we are good at what we are doing. We do it at best.
High point of the event was the inspection of the laboratories by the Director General and guests at the public presentation of accreditation of certificates for the laboratories.
Standards Organization of Nigeria (SON) brings a new lease of life to Nigerian SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards aimed at improving the exports of the nation's food and cash crops. This explains why we have developed more standards for Nigeria's produce like sesame, cocoa, garri, and more, courtesy our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turnaround time for SunCap and ManCap to reduce substandard products and legal arm to prosecute offenders. Join Standards Organization of Nigeria in ridding our nation of substandard goods due to consistent market surveillance and raids. See something, say something. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving life through standards.
Time now to join Alimot Osifo on our feedback corner. Over to you, Alimot.
Call it the most important invention since man-made fire. It's basically used to provide illumination or light in a dark space, at home, workplace, or outdoor. The light bulb encloses a thin metal filament that emits light when an electric current is passed through it. On Feedback segment today, I'll be sharing 5 standard tips on the light bulb, and that would be after this special feedback on counterfeit products. My name is Halimot Osifo. Welcome. Counterfeit products are fake or unauthorized replica of the real products. They are often made and sold with the deliberate purpose of tricking consumers into thinking that the fake product is in fact genuine. Counterfeiters take pains to make their products look as much like the genuine products as possible. But there would always be a difference if you pay attention to every detail. This is a case of product counterfeiting of kangaroo staplers. You can call it super cloning because at a glance or first look, you might not see any difference between these staplers I'm holding. They have the same labeling information and look exactly the same. But this is an original, while this is the fake version of the stapler. One key identifier is the missing accessory. This is the original kangaroo stapler, and when you open it, you'll find out that it has a spring. It has a spring attached to it. All right. It has a spring attached to enable it to bounce back and return to its original position during usage. If If you check the imitated version of the stapler, which is a counterfeit, you'll find out that when you open it, it has no spring attached to it, rendering the stapler ineffective. In terms of feel, the original stapler is light in weight, while the fake is heavy. So, before making a purchase, please take your time to ascertain the quality of the product. Now to 5 standard tips on the light bulb. Buy SON certified energy saving bulbs. They consume less energy and emit brighter light. Pay attention to the recommended maximum watts and bulb shape for your lamp so you don't damage the fitting or bulb. Position your bulb correctly and snap it firmly into the socket so it doesn't come out of the socket or overheat. Turn off the light switch before replacing your bulb and let the bulb cool. Never change a bulb with your bare hands. Wear protective gloves and guard yourself from broken glass or a hot bulb. There you have it, 5 standard tips on the light bulb. And that concludes this week's episode of your favorite public sensitization program, Standard and You. Do you have a question, complaint, or suggestion? You can send in your messages with your full name and location to the number 0705972445. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can catch up with missed episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Thanks and have a great week.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. The SO